Welcome to Agape. Agape, in case you don't know, is Greek. It means unconditional love. Martin Luther King said, the love of God operating through the human heart. And that's what we're about here. Agape is about teaching the science of mind. The science of mind is a philosophy. And today we're going to talk about that philosophy and the secret to using that philosophy. The philosophy that allows you to take control of your life. Two basic factors. One, you connect. Two, you use the power of the law. Connection happens when we get still. When we get still and we go within and we know that there's something greater than our body and greater than our mind. So let's take a few moments and let's go there right now. So I invite you to get into a comfortable, seated, upright position with your back straight, hands gently resting on your lap, and bring your awareness to your breath. Consciously breathing life into you as life, knowing that every breath that you breathe nourishes and purifies your body and your mind. So bring your awareness to your heart center, in the center of your chest. We're going to breathe into that center to open ourselves to a deeper experience of being able to give and to receive love equally. So I invite you to breathe into your heart and breathe out. To breathe in and to breathe out. To breathe in and to breathe out. To breathe in and to breathe out. Not only does your heart open you to love, but your heart guides you to love. Your heart knows the way. The heart knows what feeds you, what nourishes you. The heart can never be hurt. The heart is infinite, is your heart and the divine heart merged into one. In this state of oneness, ask your heart, what does it choose to express today? How does it choose to be seen through you today? What will you do? How will you do it? Who will you do it with? It doesn't matter what you choose, because you have been given infinite possibilities. So allow yourself to let this heart wisdom seep deep within you, knowing that in every moment your heart will guide you toward a more expansive and greater expression of love through you and to you. And in this state of love, bring yourself back to this time, to this place, to this day, to this body. And when you're ready, open your eyes, put a little smile on your face, and feel a more expansive you. So today, I thought I'd talk about the secret to using the science of mind. And I thought that it would be a good way to do it is to just take it and approach it simply. And let's look at the science of mind. The science of mind teaches that there is only one, and that this one has individualized itself into the many. In other words, in science of mind, we believe in an infinite power and infinite presence. This is the one. This infinite power and infinite presence created everything out of itself. And everything that it created is a unique expression of it. So you and I and everyone are created out of the same stuff. God, infinite, divine. And yet, each of us is unique because each of us is energy. And the frequency we tune our consciousness to creates the experience that we have. So you, my friends, are individualizations of the infinite, and you are unique. Being unique, ergo, each of the unique, individualized expressions of the one has the power and the ability to consciously create an experience through using the law of creation. That's right. You have the same power as everybody else to create your most perfect, dreamed, imagined life experience. And you've been given the choice. You can create this experience consciously, or you can allow your experience to be unconsciously driven. And that's where most people are. Most people are they just know, they don't even realize that the law is always working. This creative power is always working. It is always responding to the nature of who they are. And it's giving them their life, and they think they're a victim. That's because they haven't claimed their power back. They haven't claimed the conscious use of this power that exists deep within them. As a student of the science of mind, we must understand this teaching has absolutely no benefit if we can't use it. And in order to effectively use it, we must first prove it to ourselves. That's right. This is what separates the big people from the little people. The little people understand the teaching. They understand that thoughts create their mind, their life. But they haven't proven it. And until we prove it, we're not using it. Do you get it? It's just theory. It's just information. And information doesn't change who we are. It's the process of proving the science of mind that is everything. You see, science of mind, unlike all other religions, has no dogma, but rather a practical formula that anyone can use to create their life. In other words, it doesn't matter if you're Jewish, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Islamic, atheist, it doesn't matter. This formula creates your experience, whether you're aware of it or not, whether you're using it consciously or whether you're using it unconsciously. The only step of faith that we have in science of mind is the single step, and that is the belief that there is an infinite. If you can make that step and you believe that there's something greater than you are that created all of this, and it's not a man in the sky, then everything we teach flows logically and easily from that one basic assumption. The formula to create is this: your beliefs create your experience. Now, we don't ask you the formula to creating your most perfect life is to know that your beliefs create your experience. We don't ask you to believe this. We ask you to prove it for yourself, because we understand that once you prove it, you will continually see if you can keep proving it over and over again. And the more you prove it, the more you embody it. And when you embody it, it's not a superficial belief. It is a deeply ingrained belief within you. And there's no better way to say to someone, you don't have to believe this on faith. No, don't believe this on faith. Test it. Prove it for yourself. Now you've got proof. Now, my friends, you are a religious scientist. Because a scientist takes a theory and it proves it. And then it reproves it and reproves it and reproves it. Isn't that a great way to live? So, who are you? You are the one life, individualized at you. And the one life is empowered to act according to your decisions. It doesn't say yes or no. It just says yes. Whatever you decide to believe, the one life which you are a part of creates that experience right here, right now. The only difference in the ability to demonstrate in a time frame is how quickly can you build your belief. That's right, your belief that you know that the abundance, the relationships, the health, whatever it is you are seeking, it's here now. It's not in the future, it's here now. Beliefs are always about the now. Beliefs are your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your feelings aligned toward a specific result, held persistently and consistently, consciously and unconsciously. And when you've got it anchored in that deep, there's no doubt that the one life has made it so. You see, this is one of my favorite quotes by Raymond Charles Barker. He said, "You are not a human mind. You are an individual using the divine mind humanly." And that humanly at the end is the limitation we experience. Because in our humanness, we cannot see the infinite possibilities. And our ego tends to buy into a limited view of life. And we have to be able to shake that. We have to understand that we're not a human mind with limitation, but we're the individual using a divine mind, which knows nothing but expansion, nothing but infinite, nothing but new and more new and more new and more new creative ideas. And when you can get that, oh my God, you are so on your way. You see, when a person is healed through spiritual connection, it is not the individual that does the healing, but rather the realization of the nature of the divine within them that heals. You see, we don't try to cure cancer. We don't try to cure heart disease or whatever else. We simply know that the divine in us is functioning perfectly. And when we have that connection and that inner knowing, healing is a natural consequence. This is the same thing that's true for abundance, for relationships, for anything you can imagine. The work is the realization of our divine nature. And we don't have to go anywhere to reach that. We can have it right here, right now, because the divine nature is right within us. It never leaves us. It's always been with us. That's the secret. The divine nature is always with us. And the power we're seeking, it's always with us. The ideas we're looking for, they're always with us. We don't have to go to the Himalayas. We don't have to go to Mecca. We don't have to go to Jerusalem. We don't have to go to Mount Kailash. We just have to awaken ourselves to see that right here, right now within us, there's a divine power and presence, and it is responding to the nature of our thought. So what's your role in this process of creating? Your role is to know you are the divine individualized, and then to consciously direct the one creative power through building a directed belief. So the couple key words in that statement, your role is to know, key word, know that you are the divine individualized. Know means there's no doubt. Know means you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are the divine individualized. Once you know that, then it's for you to consciously direct the creative power through building a directed belief. What's a directed belief? You're creating the mold. You're creating all of the ideas of what you want. You're creating a form, and then the divine fills it with divine energy, and it becomes the mold that you create. You see, the divine doesn't give you more than what you've created. It gives you exactly the mold that you've created. So your work is to build that directed belief, to build that mold, to consciously build it, and to listen to your heart as it guides you on the way. You see, I come back to where we were a few moments ago. You are not a human mind. You have a human mind, but you are the individual point of consciousness using the divine mind humanly, using the infinite mind humanly. Because in the humanity, we get to experience, because we do have duality. And that's the blessing of being alive today. We can experience, and I love it. So I'm going to ask you this week to pick something, to create a mold, to direct your thought and build a belief around it, and prove to yourself that this divine power is working in and through you. I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you found this message to be beneficial, I would love for you to make a donation to Agape. You'll find the link in the description below. When you make that description, you're helping us market this teaching, this philosophy to the rest of the world. We are a virtual and in-person North Texas community. We have people following us from all over the world. We are connected, all of us. I would love to have this teaching more available to more and more and more people. Your gift, your generosity helps make this possible. And no, there's so much more that we offer at Agape. So if you would go to agapespiritualcenter.com and you go in there, you will explore the website. You'll find out all the ways that you can follow us, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, podcasts, you name it. We're out there. So with that, my friends, I wish you and know for you the best today and the best tomorrow. But I also know that only you can make it so. So create a great day, everyone. Until next week, aloha.